back. If you're new, my name's Phoebe. Today's video is a part 2 of my bedroom makeover. I'm back in Pittsburgh. So this is the house I grew up in, and I don't live here permanently, but when I come back here, I obviously stay in my old room. And it was such a teenager room up until September when I filmed part 1. And I also just think that my dad deserves a nice guest bedroom for people to come stay in instead of staying in a very clearly teenage girl's bedroom. In part 1, we painted all of the walls. We got a new bed and my favorite lamps that I've been obsessively talking about since, to be honest, and new curtains. But to be honest, that's really all we did. But it made such a big difference because I just got all of the crap, for lack of a better word, out of the room, and painting made the world a difference. What we didn't paint last time though is the closet door and the entryway door. You can see behind me, a little spoiler alert, I ended up painting the closet door the same color as the rest of the walls, but I painted the entry door a really fun color, and I'm excited for you guys to see that towards the end of this video. In this video, the main objective was to get new bedside tables, get a new desk, get new bed sheets, paint both doors, and most importantly, strip the tile that was on my mantle that was painted before. I wanted to strip it and reveal the original tile that was in here when this house was built, and I did that successfully, and I'm conveniently covering it behind my back, but that was so satisfying and fun, and I'm so excited for you guys to see that. I'll shut up and just let you guys watch this video. And I didn't talk a ton during the process, which is why I wanted to do this little intro, but this video does start with me doing a little thrift tour around Pittsburgh looking for a desk and bedside tables. So here's a little montage of that. I just did a test strip of the paint stripper on the tile, and I think it's gonna work really well. I just went to Home Depot and got masks and gloves, and I think my dad's gonna lend a helping hand in helping me do that. And then I also picked up a few paint samples for the doors, or I guess just one door. I think what I'm gonna do is paint the closet doors the same color as the rest of the walls because they're so big, and then the entry door I'm gonna paint an accent color, like a darker color, I think, just because I did kind of want to play with an accent color, but I didn't really want to do both of the doors in that color because then it kind of just turns into a whole accent wall because the doors take up so much of that far wall. And so I think it's just gonna be one door. And I'm actually playing with doing like a raspberry burgundy kind of color, which is so out of my comfort zone, and I honestly don't know if I'm gonna like it. I've been wanting to try something like this for a while. Instead of getting super in my head about it and not wanting to fail on YouTube and just playing it safe, I think I'd rather just reframe it as like, this room is where I get to experiment and figure out things that I like and have a little play, so that when I have a house of my own, I already know what I like and I know what works and stuff. So this is just gonna be a fun little experiment, and if it looks ugly, who cares? I can paint over it eventually. But I am excited because I think there is a chance to look really good. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. The tile, I was right. It's a light green color, and it's kind of like speckly and weird. It's like varying tones of green. I tried to take a good photo of it up close, and unfortunately, I feel like the color looks really unappealing, but I think once all of it's off and it's all just kind of one unit, I think it'll look a lot better. And I do think it's gonna look really good. So I'm super excited about that. The grout is really dirty and like gross. So I'm gonna try to clean the grout when I'm done. Otherwise, eventually I could re-grout it, but I don't think that's gonna be a this trip thing because I only have a couple days here left. After I leave, my sister's actually coming for a few days and I think she's gonna stay in this room, so it's fun to like kind of do this for someone and like have the motivation that someone's gonna be staying here in a few days, so I want to get it looking really nice and finished up. We're very much in a trust the process phase of the room right now. Everything looks so bad. The door looks horrible because there's only one coat on it, so I'm hoping that I'll actually like it when there's a second coat, but I am kind of fearing about the color. But this is all just for fun, so it's fine. Also, the tile is kind of what I expected, but not what I expected at the same time. I expected it to be a little bit more solid. I knew it was kind of like different tones and marbly and whatever, but it's so speckled in the shade of green just makes it look like baby poop. However, I do think it'll look cute. I do really want to restyle it though. I think now that that is exposed, it's not working with the pottery on top. It looks just so like artsy in a way that doesn't really reflect my style and like what I want the room to be. And I just fear with the colorful door, it's just gonna look like so artsy and not like well designed and serene in the way that I want it to be. So we're just trusting the process and we're gonna rejig some things at the end. My dad and I went to IKEA the other day and I picked up some stools I'm gonna use as bedside tables. I've been eyeing them up for so long and wanted to try to find some secondhand on Marketplace and just have it. And every other side table I found on Marketplace and stuff just like has not fit the vibe of what I wanted. And I did want them to be quite small and light and airy because there's a lot of stuff going on now, at least a lot in terms of what I usually like. I also got new sheets from Deji Studios that are gonna add even more like color and pattern into the rooms. There's just a lot going on. I didn't really want two solid dark pieces with like drawers and ornament and stuff. I just wanted two simple IKEA stools. I think that they are quite a bit lower than the side tables I have, which means the lamps are gonna come down even lower, which means I'm fearing that the bed is gonna look too high, but not to worry because there's a thick mattress topper on it right now that the only reason I'm using it is just because I had it and it's like comfortable, but the mattress I got new last time I was home is really soft and comfortable on its own, so I might just move my mattress topper to the spare room upstairs so that this bed is a little bit lower and kind of matches where the lamps are better. We're gonna get going on a second coat of paint on the door and I might even do a third coat. I want it to be super solid. I also think once I peel the tape off, just reveal what it will actually look like, it'll look cleaner and make me feel better. But I do want to say I'm still so stoked that I revealed the original tile because no matter how ugly it is, in fact I don't even think it's that ugly, even if it were, like it just makes me feel better to have something original than to have tile that's painted over. What chair I like better with this desk, the one that came with it or the one that I got in the last video that I'm so obsessed with. So it depends if I want to like tone mix or keep it as is. And then if I don't use the chair that I got in the first video, I want to figure out another place in my room it can go, like in a corner with a blanket on top or something, because I just love it. I'm going to show you both options. You can let me know what you think in the comments because I can always switch it around. But yeah, let's see. Fear the one that came with it is just better. Is it so stupid right there? I'm having trouble. It's kind of cute, but is it weird? hope you guys enjoyed this makeover. I still have a little bit to do. I want to decorate the mantle. I'm glad that I removed the pottery. For some reason it just like wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. So if you guys have any ideas of what you think would look good on the mantle, please let me know. Probably won't be worth filming a part 3 of this video because this room is now, I would say, 95% done. But when I do little updates, I will be sure to show you, whether just as part of a video or on Instagram. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's just the same as my YouTube username. So it's at __Phoebe.Taylor. I'll update you on my Instagram stories and posts and stuff like that. So follow me on Instagram if you want to keep updated with this room and with everything else I have going on in my life. I'm so glad I trusted the process. I was really fearing when we first stripped the tile and when I had the first coat of paint on the door. Everything just looked insane and I was so worried there was going to be too much going on. But once I got the space just like cleaned up and set up how I want it, I feel like it is still very simple but has so much more visual interest than it did after part 1. I really hope you guys like the door as much as I do. Please let me know your thoughts on it. I know it's not for everyone, but I'm really proud of myself for making that fun creative choice. And it might not seem that crazy to some people, but I feel like I really play it safe when it comes to design and fashion, and I'm kind of trying to stop that pattern and have more fun with it, and I was very rewarded for that. I'm so happy with how it turned out. I hope you guys are too. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to. And with that, I'll see you guys in a few days with another one. Bye guys.